Yaad hai? Remember this? When you could sit in a movie hall, just like this, with your friends and family members sitting close by. And when for the price of a simple face mask, you could actually be transported to another world altogether for 2 straight hours. And when a bag of popcorn and 2 samosas were good company, and they were actually your allies when navigating through the complexities of a Christopher Nolan movie. Those were the times.
I'm just going to take this mask off.
You ask the questions, no?
Did you miss going to the movies when COVID struck?
What I miss about the good old pre-COVID days is watching films.
Me too. I miss the movies so much.
I really miss that feeling.
Not going to the movies during COVID was definitely a problem.
So here's our simple line of thinking. We want to watch a movie. So we figured the way to really do that would be with a drive-in theater.
Ta-da!
A drive-in cinema or a drive-in theater is a structure that consists of a large movie viewing screen, a large parking lot, a concession kiosk, and a projector hub that casts the movie onto the screen. Out here, customers come together to view or watch the film in the comfort of their own private vehicles.
Is that straight out of Wikipedia?
You must be wondering as to where we are going to be finding this elusive drive-in theater. It's a valid question.
Yeah, because we just checked, there aren't many of them around.
And that's why we're just gonna build one.
It's ambitious, we know that, and it also comes with a ton of planning.
But we think we can do it.
How hard can it be? So now that we have an idea, the next thing we need is the right location. My idea was absolute genius because I wanted to set it up in my apartment's parking lot. Because first of all, no noise and easy access to my refrigerator because that's where my beers live.
He missed one thing though.
Trying to do this at a parking lot where anyone eventually can come up there wanting to park their car, throwing you out of the place, well, it was a bad idea. Sounded like a good idea, it didn't work.
But not everyone knows about my dear friend Bhale Rao's cousins, sisters, wives, nephews, brothers, long lost twin, who's also weirdly enough called Bhale Rao, and he set us up with this sweet place. They're not supposed to be here. Anyway, this can be... Look, the screen can come here. There can be a concession stand here. You can get cars. Okay, fine, maybe...
This has to be a drive-in theater in the outdoors, otherwise we are not doing justice to the whole idea.
So my place didn't work.
Neither did mine.
I mean, come on guys, I'm from this city, we shoot here all the time. How can it be so difficult to find one single place?
There's a reason why there are no drive-ins at all over here. It's just impossible to find a place.
Yeah, I guess we're just overreaching, right? Maybe it's all just a wild goose chase.
What did you say?
Overreaching?
You said wild goose chase after that?
Yeah, wild goose chase, yeah.
That's our idea. Just head straight. We found the place.
And that eureka moment, that game-changing idea, deserves a game-changing car to execute. The Kia Sonet it is.
What a change of mood. Initially, I thought this plan may not work.
I thought it wasn't going to work.
But problem one, your problem is solved. We have a location.
Also, guys, I finally get to use this little button here that says traction.
That, along with the smooth shifting 7-speed dual clutch transmission, makes the Sonet so easy to drive, especially on surfaces like this.
And I think it's also a good thing that we have 6 airbags in here.
What do you think, gentlemen? We have the place. Once we found the exact spot, you know what happened? What happened is the exact ideas, they started to flow.
I can totally see the screen going up over here.
4:3 versus 16:9.
Oh, what about a 40-foot screen? 12? Yeah, I guess 12 will also do.
What about the sound? Won't we be disturbing the neighbors?
What neighbors? Just blast the FM frequencies in the cars.
Wow, what a genius.
Hey, oh, hold on. Before we split, what movie are you watching finally?
It's obvious, dude. And naturally, that discussion went on for a while. On the bright side, Rohan had got us some reinforcements.
Building up the screen in a drive-in theater is one of the most important things to do. So we sent out one of the most important people out there, which is Raunak and Rohit, to ensure that they source all the material required to build up that screen.
And it's here where it all starts to fit, quite literally, because the Sonet is the perfect size to navigate our city's tight roads comfortably.
I went out on a hunt and I tried to get a portable FM transmitter and everything else required around it.
I have no idea where we are right now. I guess we've already been here before. And it's also a great thing that I have an IMT gearbox, built-in air purifier and ventilated seats, so I can basically do this all day long. Let me just quickly run you through what all we're going to need to make our drive-in dreams a reality. We're going to need a big screen, a video projector, a computer with an output to the video projector, FM radio transmitter, antenna, and a giant spaghetti bowl of cables to interconnect all this equipment. Not too difficult, right? Pretty straightforward.
Okay, quick sit rep. After a lot of driving around, I think I've finally found a place that will give us the FM transmitters. Let me explain to you exactly how it works.
We plug the FM transmitter to the laptop that's plugged into the projector. Then we set an FM frequency between 87.5 to 108 MHz. Then you tune it to the exact frequency from your respective cars.
Yeah, dude, my job is pretty easy. So at least that's what Raunak and Rohan think. Because setting up a DIY screen in the middle of the wilderness, in a day, mind you, much easier said than done. So what I did was, I just made a couple of phone calls, found this company that rents out stuff for concerts and stuff and things. And yeah, I just asked them if they could come and set it up for me for some extra cash.
Houston, we have a problem. I've made some calls, called in the guests, but apparently you're also supposed to get a sound certification done from the forest official. This whole thing is a wildlife area.
We can't use the generator at all. No, not so late. We can't have so many. No.
We need a silent generator. That's what we need.
Like a petrol engine. Isn't it obvious? Even this thing was staring at us right in the face from the get-go. The Sonet's 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine is powerful and it is silent. So the alternator in the Sonet does not make that much power, but if we do use an inverter, you can make roughly about 200 watts each. So you power the FM transmitter from one of the cars and the projector from the other.
Do you think this could work?
Well, it better work, Raunak, because we got no other choice. I've called Shumi and his friend.
My mom's coming.
And they're also almost done. So yeah, I'll be back in an hour.
Okay.
So we continued with the build and try to get everything in order.
We know which movie we are playing, right?
Entire experience of going to the movies was something we would look forward to throughout the week.
Yeah, remember that weekend where we watched 3 movies? Yeah, 3 movies. Oh God, it was so great.
So yeah, in short, did we miss it? I mean, I think that's...
So much. I mean, there's only so much pajamas you can wear.
To be honest, it's been many months that we wonder to ourselves, when do we get to go and watch a movie in a theatre? And then we wonder to ourselves, why aren't there enough drive-in theatres?
This is so cool. I just had this crazy experience of watching a film out in the open with a bunch of friends, and that's out of the world experience for me. Yeah.
I think the entire experience was novel, very unique.
I hope more of these pop up all around town and we don't have to drive 2 hours out in the wilderness to make something like this happen. But given what it is, the Kia Sonet has been indispensable. The enabler in our quest, the compact dimensions, the umpteen features and a super silent 1-litre turbo that, let's not forget, powered the entire Drivin setup.
I think we do so much in our lives that the movies was the break from that, the escape from that before COVID, and we've not had that. But the drive-in theatre today just showed us that that was a really powerful part of the experience. So I think if we could do more of that, that would have been a lot of fun, but COVID took that away from us, and PowerDrift sort of brought it back.